With the polyglot population, like, say, the United States, Singapore has a slightly different approach, it seems to me. You don't emphasize as much the melting pot.
We are not a melting pot.
Right. You talk about a kind of live and let live, and each culture being its own.
It's about multi-racialism and multiculturalism. That means it's not assimilation, it's not a melting pot either. Everyone retains your own sense of identity. It's important that everyone knows their roots, their traditions, their cultures. But on top of that, we layer on top of that common sense of being Singaporean. And so today, if you are a Chinese Singaporean, yes, you can have your roots linked back to China. You are Malay Singaporean, you are Indian Singaporean. Our ancestral roots go back to different civilizations around us. But the Chinese Singaporean is different from the Chinese in China. The Malay Singaporean is different from the Malay in the Malay archipelago. And the Indian Singaporean is quite different from the Indian in India. There is something distinctive and unique about being Singaporean, which we have been able to build within this short period of time. And I'm sure that sense of being Singaporean, that distinctive sense of being Singaporean, will continue to strengthen over time.
You have a number of things that help forge that common bond. You have public housing that 80% of the population participates in, and the housing blocks are meant to reflect the racial composition of the country. You have a national service, a military service. Will it be possible to continue those kinds of bonding mechanisms as you get more and more people coming from all over the world attracted by by Singapore's success?
Not just possible, it is essential, even existential, because we cannot afford to be a country divided by race, religion, or by different tribes. We must continue to build unity out of diversity. And it's credit to our founding leaders like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew that put in place very intrusive policies which required every housing estate, public housing estate, to represent the ethnic proportions of Singapore, and every block to have that representation. It was difficult when these policies were first introduced, but over time we have seen the benefits of it. We do not have ethnic enclaves. Everywhere you go in Singapore, different housing estates, children grow up together, different backgrounds, they go to the same schools, they play in the same playgrounds, and out of those shared experiences and memories, they develop that strong sense of Singaporean identity. I am a good example of it.